guys, what is up? It's Michaela here from the Mom and Baby House. Today we are filming with Sonja Pretorius for Moms Tots, and we'll be chatting to her about what it is exactly that they do there and what makes them different from any other business. I hope you enjoy. Hi there, it's Michaela here from the Mom and Baby House. Today we're with Sonja, as mentioned previously. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
No, you're welcome. Firstly, I would obviously like to find out a bit more about Moms Tots and what you guys represent.
Okay, well, Moms Tots is really a fun-filled morning. So the idea behind Moms Tots is that you come to a morning with age-appropriate activities that have been designed for the morning. So morning is basically divided up into a whole lot of sections. You would arrive and there are lots of toys put out, so you can help yourselves. They're all educational toys that have been sourced locally, actually, so you could go and look for them if your child really loves them. And then, so there's playtime, then we come together in ring time, where parents and children, as they grow, they tell their news of the week, which is really cute.
Yes.
And it's very nice to watch how they progress every week with their communication. Then we sing our action songs, and then in summer we go outside for messy play, where there are about 9 tables, all with different things that they can touch and feel and explore and mess.
Stimulation.
So sensory stimulation overload, actually.
Awesome.
And it's really awesome. Also, once again, to watch the child. At the beginning they'll just touch gently, and then later, they're quite happy to push their hands in.
Yes.
And then we go back inside for the rest of the musical program, which is parachute time. It has a whole lot of activities with the parachute and musical instruments and things. And then there's a story time. And then, depending on the age of your child, they do a Tiny Tots tubs, the little ones, which is a tub filled with activities to increase your fine motor coordination, to improve it. And the bigger children, they have a story and they have an art activity linked to it. Also fine motor coordination, but they're always very proud of their art. Love taking their art home to show the rest of the family. And then the last aspect, the last thing that we do in the morning is we go outside for tea time. Which is obviously the most fun, because tea time, moms have tea, children have a snack, and then it's free play, and it's a wonderful time for moms to bond with all the other moms.
I was going to say that emotional support.
Yes, they're waiting for that, to ask, is your child teething, what are you doing? Is your child biting, what are you doing? It's a lovely time for them to bond, and because the children are just that little bit older with me, they have a safe space to play in. Their mom, they can see the mom from wherever they are on the playground, but so they can go off and play in a safe environment. So they're happy to go off so that mom can have a little bit of free time.
Of course.
To do their thing.
So important.
Yes.
So in last week's video, we spoke to Kylie from Moms and Babes again, and I know that she takes the kiddies up until a year, if I'm correct, and then they come to you.
Yes.
That's fantastic that you guys can collaborate.
It's so lovely to have someone to work together with, and Kylie is just really amazing. She's doing an amazing job, and for me,
she's watching.
I hope so. No, but really, she's just doing such a good job. The moms absolutely love her. They never actually want to leave her. She has to beg them to leave to carry on.
They have to leave so they can come to you again.
Yes, and so. It's just lovely to have someone to collaborate with, to go through ideas with, and to just different things to discuss in
and
business.
I think it's important for the mom taking their child to now first program and knowing that the second program can be implemented successfully, not in terms of what the kiddies are doing physically, but the emotional support coming from the teacher.
Absolutely.
Because you and Kylie have the same vision.
Yes, absolutely. And we both are trying to create a safe space, a safe environment where moms can come and they can talk, and they are not going to be judged.
Yes.
So if they go, oh my word, my child is biting, no one is going, oh, my child will never do that, because every mom knows, next week it could be my child,
Sure.
But they could offer some advice. There are parents that have gone through it, what they've tried, so yes, it's a lovely safe space in which they can voice what they need to voice, and people are there to help and support.
No, definitely. And I think in my first question you already covered what exactly happens in a once-off class or workshop, but now talk about once-off. Is there weekly classes for the mom that wants to do a few months?
No, so actually you do have to join for a term.
Okay.
You have to make a term commitment.
Okay.
So although some moms come along if they're visiting the area just for a class, if you live in the area you do commit. Because then there are two different age groups. There's a tiny tots class,
yes,
and there's a tots class, and so you would see which age group your child slots into, and then you would come to that class every week, because that is the way you build the friendships and you establish the trust with the other mums, and you know you can really, your children grow up being friends and start playing, and you join each other on play dates in the week. So you do come. The term is a 9-week term, and you do commit to it. No,
that's great. It gives you enough time to build up relationships. I think just the once off would be hello, goodbye.
Yes, and sometimes, children are so unpredictable, so you could come to a class that lands up being absolutely chaotic, and because 3 are screaming or having a bad hair day, and then you are going, oh my word, this is definitely not for me. Whereas if you are committed and you can say, okay, you know what, next week everyone is calm and it's fine, and it's actually lovely.
Give it enough time.
Because depending on the day, some classes can be a little bit hectic.
Of course.
And children at that age are learning to walk.
You have to be a mom to multiple kids.
Yes, and they don't want to sit, so it's, So the termly commitment is a good thing. By the end of the term, they've all settled in. And
important to emphasize that.
Yes, termly commitment, and they love it.
Awesome. And some of the, I'm pretty sure you have mentioned this, but some of the other benefits for not just moms but the babies as well, to join these classes and establish relationships. Friendships from such a young age.
From such a young age, and it's such a lovely benefit for a child, because when they are tiny they just want their mom, but then they get used to me and are happy to come to me, and then they get happy to explore the greater area, and you can see them just growing and becoming more and more confident, and going out there just a little bit more each time, and so definitely a benefit for the child as well.
That's fantastic. What do you think is the most important thing that a mom can take from one of your Moms and Tots classes?
I think what they can take, what I'm hoping they take is a really fun-filled morning. The activities have all been designed by a play therapist, so they are very age appropriate. And so you can really, children, they can develop all of their skills, they can develop and reach all of their milestones that they are supposed to reach, because the program is designed in such a way that the activities are enhance fine motor coordination, gross motor coordination, the sensory development in the messy play. There is such a big lot of learning going on at this stage. So the language development, the cognitive development, and especially emotional and social development. And so my hope is that I really try each week to plan activities that they haven't done the previous week, so that every week they come and they go, let's see what we're going to do today. Let's see what's different today. Let's see if my child is actually going to play with that messy thing today. So my hope would be that I create a morning that is fun-filled, that you go home going, wow, that was really fun. And I can't wait to see what happens next week. And that you that it's a safe space where there are so many activities that your child can do that they can reach all those milestones, and that you are developing a happy, confident child. So that's what I'm hoping a mom takes away.
No, I think that's very valuable. And I think it's also important to mention that moms that are watching this can have this experience, or hopefully take it home with them if they join the age-appropriate stimulation program that you provide.
That is exactly what it's all about.
Mouthful of words.
Age-appropriate.
Yes, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And then for the viewers watching that are not, unfortunately, in Somerset West or close by, is there a nearby Moms and Tots, for example, in Cape Town or Johannesburg?
Yes, there are Moms and Tots franchises all over South Africa, so you can phone the area where you stay and you can actually just ask. Or there's a website. You can just go onto the Moms Tots website, the group,
Fantastic.
and they have, and it's lovely because most areas have a Moms and Babes and a Moms and Tots, so you can join with your babe and then move on through the program.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so it's
and I know Kylie mentioned this, so I'm hoping yours is also the same answer. It's of course not just for moms to join, dads can also join
absolutely
in, or grandma, grandfather, aunt, uncle.
And absolutely, and especially at the age where I have them, a lot of moms have returned back to work.
Okay.
So they do send the granny or the childminder along, so that the childminder and the granny can see what activities you can actually do.
I think that takes pressure off the mom, because I do think a lot of first-time moms, or moms in general, feel that they constantly have to do everything for that little one.
Yes.
Now, to be able to take that pressure off and say, oh, actually my partner's going today, or maybe my sister, or whoever
can come along.
Yes.
And in fact, it's lovely to have the dads along, or the grannies. You know, they're also proud when they see their children doing all those things that they.
And it's nice to be involved.
Yes, yeah, no, it's wonderful, and it's lovely also even for the childminder to go, oh, you know what, I can take a Pringles jar and then put spaghetti in at home. I could actually do that myself.
And it's okay.
Yeah, you know.
No judgment.
Yes, you know. So
no, that's very important.
So definitely you can join, dads join, grannies join.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for all of this information.
It's an absolute pleasure.
And thank you for coming in all the way from around the corner.
Thank you for having me. It's lovely.
No, you're welcome. And I just want to mention that all of Sonja's details will be at the end of this video, so stay tuned. And we'll also be sharing it on our Facebook page and adding it as a service where you can find her.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Well done. High five. That went very well.
Did it sound decent?
Yes, you weren't nervous at all. That video, please remember to give it a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out our Facebook page, and stay tuned for our next video coming up. Hope you have a lovely day.